Дару. У меня что-то игра захватываться не хочет. А во. Возвращение лысого мага на пустоши. Ха-ха-ха. Я уже ухожу. А, здесь же нельзя летать. Что у нас там сегодня?
Revelio.
Что за нах? Это за стеной. Наверху. О.
Professor Weasley.
Начинается.
Somewhere away from prying eyes.
Может, из-за того, что я драйвера на видео переустановил, поэтому. Там типа... О. Заново перекомпилировал шейдеры. Что-то мне сыкотно туда идти.
Forgive me, the headmaster stopped me and I... Merlin's beard. I see you've wasted no time. Well done. Shall we?
After you, Professor.
Ну да, пускай вас там дракон какой-нибудь сожрет. Я хоть наготове буду. Нахер надо первым в такие комнаты заходить.
What is this place?
This is the room of requirement. It only appears when one is in real need of it. Ordinarily, a student might stumble upon this room entirely by accident. If ever. I'd only planned to suggest to you how to find it by walking past that bit of wall, focusing on what you need.
Мне срочно нужно
But you've
выпить.
managed to reveal the room on your own. While I'm here, we should take advantage of the moment. Now, where is Deke? He must have sneaked past and gone ahead.
Deke, Professor.
Дик.
The house elf I was speaking to in my classroom your first day. Thought he might help you use the room once you found it. There's no chance I'm clambering over this mess. This presents the perfect opportunity to teach you Evanesco, the vanishing spell. You can cast Evanesco to vanish certain objects, such as
Evanesco.
chairs and other things here in the
Тут
room.
тяжелые заклинания
I
какие-то
suggest you
начинаются.
practice the wand movements first, then you can clear the chairs away.
Давай, пока. Спасибо, что был. Пошла нахер. Эванеско. Эбанеско, хочется сказать.
Splendid. Now, cast
Так, Эбанеско. Заебись.
on those chairs. Excellent.
Хо-хо-хо-хо,
You'll
классно.
note that you are now in possession of Moonstone. We shall discuss its uses later. Let's move on. Where in Merlin's name is that elf?
Уже можно назвать стрим «Выручай-комната».
Is that-
Что дальше?
Goodness. My old school bag. I wondered where that had got to. I can't believe it's still here. I'll just take a
Revelio.
look at this. Give you an
Oh,
opportunity to explore on your own until we locate Dick.
Yes, Professor.
Что она сказала? Я прошляпил.
Dear,
Сука.
you keep it down. Some of us
Ты что меня пугаешь? Эбанеско.
Lumos. Reparo.
Не, ни хрена.
Accio.
Спайдермен. Спайдермен.
Revelio.
Эбанеско.
Hope this isn't as precarious as it looks. Revelio.
An intruder! Stop them! No, not... that's not helpful, you worthless pile of tin!
Ой.
Lumos. Revelio.
Красивая.
How does anyone other than a house elf manage to get around in here? Revelio. What was that?
О, это этот же
Was that a
мячик.
golden stitch?
Perhaps
Accio.
summon your wits and find out.
Revelio. Accio.
Какие-то кубки. О, в натуре здесь. Для квиддича всякая хрень.
Revelio. Accio. Revelio.
Че не понял?
Accio.
Понятно. Метла. Невидимые стены.
Hope that house elf can find us in
Охрененно.
there.
Невидимая стена. Молодцы.
Revelio. here.
Что там ищешь?
Yikes! Careful. Huh? Oh, there you are. Wait right there. Deke will come to you.
Дик. Сейчас этот Дик сюда спустится. Ты что, все время за мной ходила?
Hello.
Ah, Deke, we've been looking for you.
Apologies, Professor Weasley. Deke was looking through some of what's appeared in the room since Deke was last here. Is this the student?
Indeed it is.
Deke is honored to meet you.
Deke has been a friend since I was a second year. We discovered this room together. I mentioned you to Deke. We believe that you might be able to benefit from this room like I did. Deke, would you be so kind?
Of course, Professor Weasley.
Of course, Professor
This
Weasley.
room of requirement will always be equipped for the Seeker's needs. It's unplottable, so won't appear on any
Пиво
map.
здесь есть?
Most happen upon it by accident, if ever. Deke's seen students in need of an extra file for potions stumble upon the room filled with them. You seem to have accessed it in its form as the Room of Hidden Things.
I was thinking about needing a place away from prying eyes. Brilliant.
Oh, that explains it then.
What I need specifically is a place where I can catch up on my schoolwork without distraction.
Well then, the room can provide you with precisely that. Now, it's time to focus on what you need.
Много пива.
Just close your eyes. Imagine the room.
Хотя зачем мне пиво?
precisely
Я не
as
фанат
you
пива.
need it. The room
Вискарь с колой мне наколдуй. Джин с соком еще можно. Ебать. Эпично.
You've given yourself quite a canvas to work with. I look
Радостный.
forward to seeing what you do with the space.
О, я тут буду пенные
And it
вечеринки
seems the room has
устраивать.
provided you with a desk of description. Excellent. It can identify unfamiliar items of clothing.
О,
One should always
У меня как раз пара
understand the
таких
effects
шмоток
of
есть.
anything in which one is clothed. You'll find plenty of items of clothing that need to be identified.
очки как у Оксимирона. 20 уровень. О.
Will be an invaluable resource.
I imagine the desk of description will come in handy.
It will. I hope you'll take advantage of it. Now, I'll give you a brief lesson in conjuring. The room might not provide everything you need on its own.
Conjuring?
Yes, the magic of creating or conjuring objects. I'll teach you. Very good. When conjuring more complex objects, you'll need what's called a spellcraft. Spellcrafts are like recipes. They list the ingredients or resources needed to conjure a particular object. You should have acquired some for a potion station and potting table from tomes and scrolls in Hogsmeade.
I did. Where can I find the resources I need?
While resources such as moonstone can be obtained throughout the Highlands, it's much safer and easier to purchase them. They can also be collected by vanishing objects in the room, such as the chairs you vanished earlier. In fact, you should have enough resources for now.
I see. Can I regain resources by vanishing something I've already conjured?
You can indeed. Quite perceptive. Why don't you give it a try? Go ahead and conjure the potion station and potting table. You should find both familiar, since they'll resemble the ones you've already used to study magical plants and brew potions in class.
Сука. Стол для горшков. Спать.
Well done. You can use these whenever you need to brew potions or grow plants. Presuming, of course, you've collected any seeds or potion ingredients you need in Hogsmeade or outside the castle grounds. Deke will be here to answer any questions you may have. Do not underestimate his insights.
Can you tell me a bit more about Deke?
He's been at Hogwarts longer than I have, and seems to know its every nook, cranny, and secret. We discovered this room together when I was a student. Deke has had a good deal of experience, both here at Hogwarts and at a previous post. I shall let Deke tell you more when he's ready, but again, you would be wise to listen to any suggestions he may have.
Can I use this type of transfiguration magic outside of the room?
Conjuring and vanishing are strictly forbidden elsewhere in the castle. We've charms in place to enforce that. It would be exhausting to reverse the errors in both judgment and magic. But the Room of Requirement has its own rules.
I will be sure to speak with Deke if I need anything. Thank you.
Good luck. I shall linger a bit longer in case you'd like to learn another transfiguration spell for use in the room.
I'm ready for the next lesson, Professor.
Very well. First, you'll need to gather some moonstone. You can acquire it by vanishing items here in the Room of Requirement, or you can gather it carefully outside of the Hogwarts grounds. Return to me once you've gathered enough, and we shall begin the lesson.
I have the moonstone you requested, Professor.
Good. Then we may begin your lesson. You can conjure more than potions and herbology tables. Conjuration can be used to decorate this space to your liking. Why don't you try it on the walls and floor?
Еще и размеры можно менять, охренеть. Штяк. Здорово.
Good work. Shall we move on?
I've conjured everything I can. What's next, Professor?
I think you're ready to take on alteration. The altering spell will allow you to customize any conjured item. You can change the colors, patterns, and styles of your furniture to suit your taste. Let's get started, shall we? Watch closely as I demonstrate how to perform the altering spell. Just aim your wand at any conjured item and perform the... spell to customize it. Nicely done. Now you're ready for something a little more advanced. You can use the altering spell directly on the room's architecture. Try these new designs on the floor or balcony. Try aiming at the floor or at that balcony whilst using the altering spell.
Что за балкон? Вот ты хомяк.
Your space might benefit from a bit of ambiance, don't you think? Deke, would you mind?
Of course, Professor Weasley. Professor Weasley showed Deke this bit of magic some years ago. Deke thinks you'll enjoy it. Come and talk to Deke when you're ready.
Professor Weasley said I should ask you about changing the room's ambience?
Of course. What sort of overall look most appeals to you?
I'd like the room to feel natural and earthy, as though I'm outdoors.
Oh, sounds perfect.
Крутяк. Мне нравится.
Quite a difference. Of course, you needn't keep this style if you don't like it. You can always ask Deke to change it back. Now you have learned a good bit about alteration.
Thank you, Professor. The room is full of possibilities.
Indeed. No matter how much time I spend here, the room always manages to surprise me.
Капец.
An even bigger space.
How did that happen?
The room equips itself to your needs. It must have sensed that you needed more space to
Я только
practice
хотел
spells.
сказать то, что типа больше
If
надо.
you'd like to customize
Как в
the
этой
space
комнате
further,
потом что-то
you can use
обустраивать.
these spellcrafts. You'll find more of them both inside and outside the school.
Игра читает мысли.
Thank you, Professor. I shall keep an eye out.
Good. I'll leave you to it. This is your space now. Use it wisely.
О, мне нужно несколько таких столов. Как этот стол называется? Для выращивания, что-то там. Суки, ограничивают. Ну ладно. Нихера себе. Что-то все решили поиграть в Хогвартс. Что-то столько народу у меня там запустило Хогвартс. Прям охренеть. Ох. Вот это крутая стена. Мне прям понравилось. Надо оставить. Потолок надо поменять. Как классно. Так сделаем. Больше света. Я тебя трогать не буду. Пипец, тут вообще все можно, походу, переделывать, да? Охренеть. Охренеть просто.
I'd like to ask you about changing the room's ambience.
Of course. What sort of overall look most appeals to you?
Actually, perhaps another time.
Честно, жрет, что-то стоит. Больше растений. Я не знаю, кто их будет поливать, похер мне. Что бы еще поменять? Не знаю, короче. Что-то я тут, по-моему, подзадержался. Все красивое. Короче, тут, наверное, часы можно проводить, да? И годы.
Off on another adventure, are we?
Revelio.
Здрасте, мордасти.
Over here. Sebastian, it's been a while.
It has. Glad you received my owl. I have something to show you.
First, let me thank you for what you did in the library.
Of course. Scribner tried to give me detention, but I have ways out of these things.
Well, you took the fall for me, and that counts for something.
Did you find what you were looking for?
I did, but something was missing. I'm not sure here is the best place to discuss it.
Understood. We can talk more in a moment, in the Undercroft. Not even the professors know about this place.
Крипта.
This way.
Биткоин.
Revelio. There's a secret passage just here.
It's well disguised.
Беги быстрее, блядь. Ну да, замаскирован. Че, я один туда зашел?
How did you find this place?
Ах ты
My
с...
friend, Ominous Gaunt.
Капец, ты телепортатор гребаный.
We used to play gobstones here all the
Я
time.
думал, меня кинул.
With my sister, Anne. She loved that infernal game. What I wouldn't give to lose to her again. I should tell you, I swore to Ominous I would safeguard this place. So please, keep this between us. He
Окей.
never confides in anyone. But he's trusted me since the day we met. I wouldn't want to jeopardize that. We used to sneak in here almost daily. We've never been caught.
I think I've seen Ominous in potions. Or was it herbology? I've noticed that he uses his wand to navigate the castle.
He does. No idea how, though. Ominous was born blind, and no spell could reverse it. His wand seems almost sentient. Not surprising, I suppose. Ollivander always says, the wand chooses the wizard.
Is that how he found this place?
No, someone in his family knew about it. The Gaunts are full of secrets. I've never heard anyone else speak of it, and I've certainly never seen anyone else here. Again, mention this to no one, especially Ominous. He has no love lost for his family or their secrets, but this place is special to him.
Understood. But why does Ominous have no love lost for his family?
His father's family are direct descendants of Salazar Slytherin, one of the 4 founders of Hogwarts. Obsessed with blood status, most of them. Ominous cannot abide them, as he'll be the first to tell you. Anyway, the Undercroft has been a perfect place to sneak off to, away from prying eyes, and even practice otherwise forbidden spells.
Really? Like what?
Like the Blasting Curse. Professors say it's not an appropriate spell to teach students.
A proper magical education ought to include all magic.
My thoughts exactly. A spell like Confringo is only truly dangerous in untrained hands. Such spells should be properly taught, not banned. To be fair, I'm admittedly partial to more fiery forms of magic, but you should learn it. I can teach it to you safely here. It may take a while to get the feel for it. Mimic my wand movement. The incantation is Confringo.
Very well.
Z.
You're getting it. Ready to actually try it out? Stick to the...
Так. Ой. Ой. Как убрать? Ладно, похер.
Best to keep the Undercroft intact. Have a go at those candelabras. Both have their uses, but I think you'll find that a Confringo... Nice work. How's it feel?
It's a tad hot.
You'll get used to it.
Хо-хо-хо.
Confringo!
Ах ты. Крутяк вообще.
That's it! I think I got it. Confringo!
Well done.
I have to say, I enjoyed that.
The first time Ominous and I practiced Confringo, we singed our eyebrows.
I would have paid to see that.
I swore we'd never live it down. So this day, there's something about that spell that's addictive.
This is exactly the type of magic I've been hoping to learn.
There's more where that came from. Been practicing similar spells here for ages. Although, I didn't tell Anne and Ominous about every one.
Пит, сколько знаний в
Haven't
башке.
been here in some time. It's not the same without Anne.
I'm sorry about your sister. If there's anything I can do.
Perhaps when I next head to Feldcroft, you could come along. Meet Anne. She could use some cheering up.
Just let me know when and I'll meet you.
Oh, she misses Hogwarts. She's been stuck at home with our guardian, Uncle Solomon. Unfortunately, you'll have to meet him too. Well, meeting a new student will be precisely what she needs.
I shall look forward to it.
Cheers. By the way, what was it you couldn't discuss out in the hall earlier?
I'm not sure where to start.
You said something was missing from what you found in the library. Might it have something to do with Victor Rookwood? He didn't mistake you for someone else at all in Hogsmeade, did he?
Nothing gets past you. I'll tell you what I can. Rookwood and Ranrock are trying to recover something they think I took from a vault in Gringotts.
Gringotts? When were you there?
Professor Fig and I wound up there after the dragon attack. There was this port key that...
A port key? To Gringotts?
Well, it's all a bit convoluted.
I'm listening.
You must promise to keep this between us.
I trusted you with knowledge of the secret Undercroft. You can trust me.
All right. I can see traces of ancient magic.
Ancient magic? I don't know what I was expecting you to say, but it wasn't that. What does that even mean?
Honestly, I'm not entirely certain. All I know is that I can see whispers of an old magic that hardly anyone else can. Fig and I think that Ranrock has somehow found a way to harness that magic's power.
Are you telling me that goblins may be wielding some sort of wizard magic?
That's what we're trying to find out.
And this ability of yours, does it allow you to wield this magic too?
I don't know.
Well, when you do know, tell me. I've been studying archaic forms of magic for ages. Perhaps we can help each other. In the meantime, with both Rookwood and Ranrock after you, I suspect a bit more time practicing the blasting curses in order. Spend as much time here as you'd like. And remember, keep this place between us.
Окей.
When I head to Feldcroft, I'll send you an hour.
Confringo!
Крутая магия.
Expelliarmus! Incendio!
Ого. Я еще... А, я ж прокачал. Точно. Что там? Выручай-комната, крипта.
Hello, Sebastian. Wait. You there? I can hear you.
Oh, hello. Ominous, isn't it? I believe we have potions together. And herbology?
I recognize that voice. Heard you talking to Gareth Weasley in potions class. You're the new 5th year. Did you just come from the Undercroft? How did you get in there?
That room's called the Undercroft. Ah, well, I was exploring and then suddenly found myself in a strange passageway.
Don't lie to me. No one stumbles upon that room. Sebastian told you, didn't he? You breathe a word about this place to anyone, and not even your precious Professor Fig will be able to help you. My father is friends with the headmaster. I am not afraid to exploit that connection if I need to.
You needn't threaten me. I'm not going to say anything about your Undercroft. And Sebastian is a good friend. You shouldn't immediately assume the worst of him.
I don't need you to tell me about my oldest friend. Thank you very much.
Ominous, I just meant...
I know what you meant. Sebastian gets himself in enough trouble. He doesn't need your help.
Ну, всем не угодишь, так что пошел ты в жопу.
Revelio.
They not be allowed to attend.
Couldn't agree more. Not to mention, it exposed them.
I would like to teach you Wingardium Leviosa. It can be used to levitate objects for a short time. Once you've completed a few prerequisite tasks, do see me after class.
Revelio.
What are you up to now?
О,
Expelliarmus.
блядь.
Lumos. Revelio.
Что за хрень?
Confringo. Accio. Revelio. Expelliarmus. Lumos.
Handy resource indeed, your field guide.
Revelio.
Ой. Так и было.
I was hoping to see you.
You're back.
Finally. Minister Spavin talks more than he listens. Ranted on and on about rogue dragons. Wouldn't listen to a word about goblins. Speaking of which...
Listen, Professor. So much happened while you were away. Your friend, Mr. Ollivander, sent me an owl asking for help finding an heirloom wand that was stolen from him.
He did he?
And so I went to the owlery like he said, and there were all these statues.
What do you mean, statues? In the owlery?
Yes, which led me to a secret hideout where I found Richard Jackdaw's ghost.
Who on earth is Richard Jackdaw?
He was a student here long ago. Anyway, he told me about a secret cavern. I went there, and right next to Jackdaw's skeleton, I found the missing pages.
You found the pages?
I did. And because Jackdaw had followed the map they contained, when I found the pages, I found the location on the map. Believe it or not, it's a room below Hogwarts.
Why am I not surprised? Shall we?
I was hoping you'd say that. Oh, and we'll need to bring the book.
Ни хрена себе телепортировались.
The room is called the Map Chamber, by the way. And a portrait of Percival Rackham awaits us there.
Professor Rackham. I look forward to meeting him. How did this Jackdaw
Revelio.
get the pages from the book?
Evidently, Peeves stole them, and Jackdaw stole them from him.
Oh, Peeves. To think it was beneath us all this time. This looks promising.
Ничего себе. Аж глаза разбежались.
A map. There's Hogsmeade. And over here, the Forbidden Forest. And, of course, Hogwarts. It's magnificent. If only you were here to see this.
Hello, Professor Rackham. We've placed the book on the pedestal as you asked. And this is my mentor, Professor Fig.
How do you do, Professor Fig? And you, my young friend, see now why you needed to return with the book?
I do. I also see why you refer to this room as the Map Chamber.
That you have come this far tells me that you possess extraordinary magical ability, the potential and power of which will unlock should you prove yourself worthy. The location of each of 4 trials will, in time, appear on the map. Trials that will test you and give you access to invaluable knowledge. Trials that you must complete on your own. Do you recall the pensive memory you viewed in my vault in Gringotts?
I do recall seeing the memory, but I don't remember all of the details.
My friend Charles and I spoke of the portkey and of trials we'd created for one who could see traces of ancient magic. Charles is another of the keepers, a designation we gave ourselves centuries ago, in light of the knowledge that we have been bound to keep hidden. Until, perhaps, now.
So, the passage from your ruins to Gringotts, everything in the vault, the restricted section, finding this room, none of these was a trial.
They were an important part of the journey, but they were not trials themselves. The fact that you have come this far, however, bodes well. The trials were designed to ensure that the power and knowledge we have kept secret for so long does not fall into the wrong hands. They will test your abilities, both innate and learned. But of equal importance, everything you witness as you complete the trials will inform what you choose to do with all that we share. You will need patience. The trials have much to teach you. It will take time.
I'm afraid we don't have the luxury of time.
We have waited this long, Professor Fig. Surely a few more.
Respectfully, sir, while I do not know the secret you keep, I do know that our young friend here has seen traces. Traces of a powerful, dark magic being wielded by goblin kind. And we encountered an uncommonly powerful goblin wielding such magic as we prepared to leave your vault at Gringotts. We may already be too late.
This is grave news indeed. Young friend, do you trust Professor Fig?
I do.
Then, in the light of your considerable skill and all you have already accomplished, we shall begin. You will find the location of the first trial marked on the map below you. Whilst Professor Fig may assist you in locating the trials, they may be completed only by one with our ability.
Shall we have a look? I know that tower. It's not far. You may have seen it yourself.
I don't think I have. Perhaps your young friend is not as well traveled as you think.
As your mentor, the least I can do is go ahead to make sure it is safe. Join me as soon as you can.
You said that you know that tower. What can you tell me about it?
Not much, I'm afraid. I've passed it dozens of times. It's north of Hogsmeade. My recollection is that it seems abandoned. Clearly, however, the tower conceals more than meets the eye.
I'll find you at the tower as soon as I can.
Until then, be careful. And do not tell anyone where you're going.
It's time you learned, Iglesias, the freezing spell. It is an efficient way to cool down a heated situation. But first, I will need you to complete a few tasks. Once you've done that, come and see me.
How nice to see you, my young friend. Off on another adventure.
over here.
We're not alone.
We are not. Ranrock's loyalists. Around a dozen I can see, but could be more.
Can't we apparate past them into the tower?
We could, but we've no idea what's in the tower. More importantly, however, I'd like to know why they're here. They've set up camp just ahead. I suggest we investigate a little before doing anything else. Let's go.
Well, this isn't ideal.
No, it isn't. This way. And I'd suggest we use the disillusionment charm here. No sense in announcing our arrival. Quickly now. Stay hidden and cast Petrificus Totalis.
А как? А как применить-то? Алло, блядь. Как применить? Что-то я не понял, а как применить это заклинание, что я прошляпил? Похуй.
I suppose we could charge right into their mist. Oh.
А как, я что-то не понял.
Lumos. Confringo. I will make you pay. Don't have time for this.
Что-то я натворил, по-моему. Ты, бля.
Ranrock said so. Incendio! Protego! Expelliarmus!
Ну, волк.
Revelio!
Зафаршмачил, короче, все.
Incendio! Accio! Expelliarmus! Confringo!
Что, выпить хочешь за что-то, тост произнести?
Lumos.
Ага.
Revelio. Lumos.
Что делать-то?
Orders. Directly from Ranrock.
These orders indicate that they're after something to do with names. What names? And why here?
Ух ты, бля.
I will draw blood. You won't last long.
Incendio.
That was meant for me.
Incendio.
I'll get away with it. Hope so. You won't survive this.
Expelliarmus. Protego.
Why don't you come up here and fight?
Confringo. Incendio.
Да. Какое-то заклинание надо было сделать, я не знаю, что это заклинание за заклинание. Со спины, которое.
Revelio.
Looks like we found the entrance.
Давай, колдуй, дед.
It's locked.
Хуяси.
An unlocking charm.
Very handy. No time
Revelio.
now, but if you don't learn it soon enough, we can work on it back at the castle.
Welcome to Sambakar's Tower.
Hello, Professor. Did you say Sambakar's Tower?
I did. Professor Bakar is a keeper you have yet to encounter. I'm glad to see that I was correct in presuming that we would meet again soon after our last encounter. Though I surmise, based on the commotion I heard, that you did not have an easy time getting to me.
We did not, Professor. We encountered goblins outside the tower.
That goblins were aware of my vault is disquieting enough. But if they have also made a connection to this tower, then the threat may be greater than I thought. All the more reason for us to move forward. Downstairs, near the entry, a reservoir of ancient magic, like those you've seen before, has been unlocked. Commanded to access a doorway. I'm afraid I cannot say more. As Professor Fig cannot join you, he and I will, in time, see you back at the map chamber. Remember what you see.
We're going to need to understand how Ranrock's loyalists knew about a tower that once belonged to a keeper. For the moment, however, you've more important things to set your mind to. A reservoir of ancient magic, I believe?
Yes, sir.
Then I shall leave matters in your increasingly capable hands. That said, be careful.
I will, sir. I'll see you back in the map chamber.
Ух ты, блядь.
A reservoir of ancient magic, downstairs, near the entry. Revelio. Confringo. Revelio.
Что это?
Confringo.
На нах.
I've seen this before, in Gringotts and the restricted section. Revelio. Accio.
Ах ты, они еще и восстанавливаются.
Impressive. That must have done something. Best have a look around. Revelio. More traces of ancient magic. Something must be different.
Это драка сейчас будет.
Revelio. These are never a welcome sight. At least I know what to expect this time. Expelliarmus! Incendio. Confringo. Expelliarmus. There you go. Stupid.
Да, бля.
These look familiar.
Ой.
Accio. Accio. Revelio. Accio. More statues.
Ах ты, блядь.
Expelliarmus.
Блядь.
Expelliarmus. Incendio. Expelliarmus. Accio. Leviosa. Expelliarmus. Confringo. Making this easy. Revelio. Reparo.
Блядь.
Accio. Expelliarmus.
Что не ожидал?
Accio.
Ага.
Accio. Seems I ought to explore this archway from both sides. Accio! What did that burst of magic change on both sides of the archway? Something must be different. Accio! I need to see how the room changes when I move in and out of the archway.
Сука, что за колдунство?
Accio! So that's it. I need to use both sides of the archway to get the platform to the other side of the bridge.
Блядь.
Accio! So that's it. I need to use both sides of the archway to get the platform to the other side of the bridge. Accio! So that's it. I need to use both sides of the archway to get the platform to the other side of the bridge. Accio! So that's it. I need to use both sides of the archway to get the platform to the other side of the bridge.
Ух ты, блин. Застряла.
Accio! So that's it. I need to use both sides of the archway to get the platform to the other side of the bridge.
Короче, надо вот сюда, что ли, ее куда-то притянуть. Или наоборот. Что я не поняла. Или наоборот перетащить как-то на другую сторону.
So that's it. I need to use both sides of the archway to get the platform to the other side of the bridge. So that's it. I need to use both sides of the archway to get the platform to the other side of the bridge.
Вообще не могу понять. Все, приду.
So that's it. I need to use both sides of the archway to get the platform to the other side of the bridge. So that's it. I need to use both sides of the archway to get the platform to the other side of the bridge. So that's it. I need to use both sides of the archway to get the platform to the other side of the bridge. So that's it. I need to use both sides of the archway to get the platform to the other side of the bridge. So that's it. I need to use both sides of the archway to get the platform to the other side of the bridge. So that's it. I need to use both sides of the archway to get the platform to the other side of the bridge.
Стоило просто отойти от компа и не думать ни о чем.
I'll never get used to these floors.
Ах ты, блядь. Никак не привыкну, походу, тоже к этой фигне. Хо-хо-хо-хо. А это что за покемон, блядь? Полутораметровый. Хера их тут что-то много. На нах! Это у вас до хера становится. Я Тор, блядь. Всегда так хочется сказать. В натуре как Тор. Да блин, не та магия. Опа. Да ёб твою за ногу. И вот этот звук, вот который сейчас играет, иногда напоминает GTA 5 в меню. Или как когда на карте. Схоже очень сильно. Ненапряженная менюшка. Херобору какую-то взял. Ух ты, бля. Колдунство, блин. Здравствуйте. Не-не-не, не туда, не туда, не туда, нахер. Так, это неспроста. Аптечки нам дали неспроста. Да, тут Чамахач будет, походу. А, блядь! Что-то их много опять. Ты, бля. А! Сука. Ну, закончилось, так закончилось. Выйти в главное меню, да?
Don't like the look of this.
Ты, бля. Да задолбали. Пошел нахер. Эффектно тебя сейчас захерачь. Сейчас мега страж появится, да? Здравствуйте. Сейчас помощники придут. Такой, да. Еще рычит, как странно. На те, блять, силу богов. Пидрила. А как его добить, что-то можно или что? Что он делает? Восстанавливает или что? Или сейчас он по этой... Да, он по этой зоне херакнул, понятно. На! Сила Таура, сила богов. Ой, блядь, Любу зачем-то. А! А! Я Соник, ёпты. А, не та магия. Гадство. Все, сбежал. Сосиска. В тесте. А, изи вообще. Подумаешь, один раз не ту магию скастовал, восстановление зачем ты ему сделал? Хорошо, что на них не работает, было бы стёбно, если бы этот... Я такой, восстановление, он бац, все жизни восстанавливает. Что тут еще есть? Это что такое? Это заторможенное окно? Не открыть? Ладно, пойдем по квесту. Ебать! Не плачь. И он заплакал. Что это? Взял, что-то скастовал. Пошел воду пить. Нихуя себе. Целые эти создают, что ли? Охренеть. Исидора. О! Исидора. Это же у Фига, по-моему, это жена, или я путаю.
It is agonizing to see those we love suffer.
The drought was years ago, but the pain of losing him is as deep for him now as if it had happened only yesterday. He doesn't need pretty pillars, he needs peace. What if I could help him, Professor?
You do so much for your father already.
It's not enough. I want to take away his pain.
It is tempting, I know, to use this magic that you're mastering to transfigure more than the physical world. But human emotion is a potent force unto itself. Even the most well-meaning and competent witch cannot possibly know the consequences of irrevocably manipulating it.
So I'm to watch as my father's pain destroys him.
It is not your pain to take.
Она, короче, болт на него забила, да? Такая, пошел ты нахер, старый.
Every year a student sees something sillier than I could ever imagine in their tea leaves. Oh, Miss Morganach, welcome back to Hogwarts, Professor.
That's going to take some getting used to. Professor Rickwood?
I was so pleased to hear that you'd accepted the position of Defense Against the Dark Arts, Professor.
Sit, Isadora. Tell us about your travels.
I was actually hoping that you and the others might join me at my home this evening. There's much I'd like to share with you.
That would be delightful. We shall let the others know.
Very well. I shall see you then.
И исчезла. Ничего, я ради Исидоры сюда шел. Можно телепортироваться отсюда, пожалуйста. Подальше. Ништяк. Хорошо, что не надо назад идти пешком. О-о-о-о. Красота тормозящая. Пец FPS просаживает.
What have we here?
I'm a student at Hogwarts, sir. And this is Professor Fig.
Professor Charles Rookwood at your service. Has someone
Это только первое испытание.
I have, Professor Rookwood. You look familiar, sir.
I imagine you saw me in the first pensive you accessed, in Gringotts. So, you found the portkey to access Professor Rackham's vault, and you deciphered the map within the locket you found floating above that pensive.
I did. I found something that I can't identify floating above the last pensive.
Ah, yes. You will find a similar artifact in each trial.
Нифига
You must
себе.
take care to keep them safe. You will need
Это
them to
херню
complete the journey we
придумал.
have set forth for you. Once you have them all, we will tell you what to do with them.
Very well. Are you able to tell me anything about the next trial?
Before you proceed, I would like to speak with Charles regarding the urgent situation involving the
Пока их
goblins.
слушаю, жрать захотелось.
Goblins?
The student has seen traces of a powerful dark magic being wielded by goblin kind. They
Магия много
and
силы
their mentor,
отнимает.
Professor Fig, not only encountered goblins lurking outside of Sanbakar's tower, they also encountered a powerful goblin in my vault at Gringotts.
I'm afraid it would be wise to halt the trials until we know more.
Ну ладно, пойду на метлах летать.
We shall defer to you in this matter, of course. Now then,
Wait, Professor. The name Rookwood. Do you think...
that there's a connection to Victor? Perhaps, but we can't be sure of its significance, if any. For now, tell me what you saw in the pensive.
Before the witch from the last pensive, Isadora, became a Hogwarts professor,
Или Исидора,
she
не она.
argued with
Хер знает,
Professor
короче.
Rackham about using magic to remove pain.
Hopefully the next pensive provides more context. For now, we should learn what Ranrock knows. I will be honest, I've no idea where to start.
Actually, I might know of someone. I saw Serona at the Three Broomsticks speaking to a goblin once.
К трансгендеру надо будет.
Well, it's worth a try. See what you can find out. Of course, don't forget...
My studies. Yes, sir.
Before you go,
Professor?
have you encountered swirling traces of magic in the world? Aside from those along our path.
Not that I recall. What are they?
Evidence of the Keeper's efforts to manipulate the power of ancient magic during our time. If I am correct, and I usually am, you should be able to
Ничего себе,
use them
еще
to
более
inform
могущественный.
and
Я в конце там,
enhance your
походу,
own
вообще
magic.
как этот Волан-де-Морт
Thank you,
буду.
sir. I will look out for them.
О, ачивку дали. Это хранитель. Получено достижение. Познакомиться с Чарльзом Руквудом. Хера себе телепортнула, блядь, в собственную кровать нахрен. Читать почту. А. Депульсо. Погнали за депульсо. Ну или... Сюда погнали.
I should ask Serona at the...
I've got spectacular news. The broom upgrade's ready. Ha! Stop by the shop when you can.
I hope you will come and see me about a pressing and highly confidential matter at your earliest convenience. I believe that we may be able to help each other.
Нормально полетал. Чё здесь заспамили?
I would like to teach you descendo, useful for pulling objects to the ground.
Welcome, everyone. I see you've already met some of the many beasts we study in this class. Though be advised, none of these creatures should be taken lightly. They are all in their own way dangerous,
Палец кому-нибудь откусит.
especially if one does not know how to handle them properly. Now,
Да, бля.
it seems many of you are out of practice. Let's take some time to review the basics of how to care for a beast, shall we? Miss Sweeting, would you please assist our new student with the lesson today?
Yes, Professor Howen. Hello, I'm Poppy Sweeting.
Poppy
Don't worry
Sweeting.
about Professor Howen's speech. She over-exaggerates sometimes. All the beasts in class are perfectly safe.
Это эти смешарики.
Sweeting, pay attention, please. The tongue of a puffskein can be a
Ушишки.
slippery devil.
Yes, Professor. Here, you can practice on Gerald. Just keep an eye out for his tongue.
Что
You can
делать?
use my brush. Just be gentle. Oh, and think pleasant thoughts. I like to think it enriches.
Пец.
That's lovely. I'm sure he feels much better.
Потом его можно будет приготовить, да?
Would you
А,
mind
это
giving
ему
him some
приготовить.
beast feed? What do you suppose the pellets taste like to Gerald? Pudding, I
Это
like
эти
to think.
камушки
I think we can
коричневые.
safely say that Gerald likes you.
That's good news. He seems very nice.
He is. Kindness is one of his best qualities, right after ambition and cleanliness.
Пробки
Good
из-под
work,
вина, да.
everyone. Now, let's make our way to the pens and select another beast. And please, do be careful as you feed and groom them.
Грум.
Miss Sweeting, why don't you
Вычесывать,
show our new
груминг.
student to the Neasels in the farthest pen?
This way. The Neasels are over here.
Жмыры. Жмыры? Что? Это что такое?
Oh, couple of Neasel whiskers ought to get me a few canuts at least. Enough to buy something from Honeydukes.
Ох, Че ему усы пытался вытянуть?
What in Merlin's name are you doing?
Tuss, peculiar Poppy. Worried about a worthless little rodent.
Я такой разноцветный пришел.
Name is Persephone.
Her name is Persephone.
That's really not funny.
Ща лещей получишь, козел.
Let's go.
Мысли прочитал. Что это за кошки
Those two don't
какие-то
belong anywhere near
непонятные.
this class. Poachers in training. Persephone was onto them instantly. Thank you. Feed and brush the Neasels just as you did with Gerald.
Тварь пока не готова к взаимодействию. Эти пробки кушай от вина.
The measles really took to you. They know a good egg when they see one.
Давай тебя тоже причешем.
As do I.
It appears our time has come to an end. Please close the pens and see yourselves out. Now,
Я еще и не покормил.
where is our new student?
Кушай.
Ah, there you
Ты
are.
кушай.
I would like a moment, please.
Сейчас тебя еще тут расчешем. И покушаешь. Да, не все пробки кушают. Птеродактили какие-то. Тебя почесать, тебя почесать, тебя почесать и тебя почесать. Ништяк. Ты покушай камушков. Ты покушай камушков. И ты покушай камушков. Ты тоже покушай камушков. Все, они меня любят. Эти твари... Нихера себе, телепортер. Кого еще тут закормить до смерти и почесать? Пушишки. Че, вот два только. Че, все, кроме пушишков и этих больше никого нет? Всех покормил.
Hello, Professor. You wanted to speak with me?
I did.
Тут симулятор фермера, симулятор всего вообще, походу. И симсов, и фермеров.
It was wonderful. I believe I'm really going to enjoy this class.
Good. You seem to understand that when beasts are properly controlled, they can play a vital role in our lives. Some provide us with magically imbued materials, if cared for correctly, which does not include torturing them for whiskers. Well done, by the way. Probably best to let me handle it next time.
Yes, Professor.
They're nearly as bad as the Savagers in Rookwood's poacher pack. Sadly, we're the ones who suffer, stumbling over dead beasts. Terrible waste of resources.
Surely the poachers can be brought to justice by someone. The Ministry, perhaps?
An optimistic idea. Now, why don't we focus on more immediate matters that we can control? Professor Weasley has asked that I prepare some assignments designed to help you catch up to the other 5th years. Be on the lookout for my owl. Meanwhile, I also encourage you to study as many beasts as you can on your own time.
I need to talk to you.
Дракол, жмыр и эти пушишки.
Do you need something, Poppy?
Thank you again for saying something to those brutes so that I didn't have to. You were an augury at noon in the desert.
I certainly hope that's a good thing.
It's something my gran and I say. It means that something or someone is a welcome surprise.
Augury?
At least that's what we decided it meant.
I couldn't stand there and watch them harm the poor thing.
We're of a similar mind. Actually, in light of that, there's someone I'd like you to meet
С пауками.
in the forest.
You've intrigued me. Very well. Lead the way.
I'd hoped I would.
Пойдем знакомиться с твоими пауками.
I wouldn't take just anyone there. In fact, you're the first.
Really? Well, thank you. I think.
As I said, we think alike. Pleasant surprise.
Я же выбрал тварь на стене, что не нравится. А, так мы в Хогвартсе, я думал, мы в Фоксмите. Почему-то.
Quite the weather we're having. What do you think?
Poppy, where are you taking me?
It really is much better if I just show you.
Побежали.
Don't worry, we're nearly there. It's just ahead. Stand back.
О-хо-хо-хо. Ни хрена себе. Крылана.
Please meet Highwing. Isn't she just magnificent? Go on, introduce yourself to her. But be careful. You must always show hippogriffs the proper courtesy before you approach them.
Это животное, которое за предзаказ, по-моему, дают. Или не его дают.
I knew it. I don't think I've ever seen a hippogriff take to someone this quickly. You can feed
Гиппогриф.
Roger if you'd like. I come and check on her every once in a while. Bring her pasties, tell her what's going on in the castle. You wouldn't know
Тамагочи
from
какой-то.
looking at her, but she's a dreadful busybody.
Ну. Сейчас полетаем на ней еще. Или она нас схавает. А, пошли вы нахер, говорит, я полетела.
So, what did you think of Highwing?
I thought she was brilliant. Can't believe you introduced me to her.
I suspected you two might get along.
Are you the reason students have been seeing hippogriffs
Гиппогриф,
flying above the
точно.
Forbidden Forest?
Забыл.
Perhaps. Did you know that once you earn a hippogriff's trust, they'll always be there for you? I've seen it firsthand with her.
How exactly did you and Highwing cross paths?
It's a longer story, but I rescued her from poachers a few years back. Got her to safety and, well, she was fine until recently. You may have noticed that poachers are something of a problem in the area, so I worry they could get her again. And I might not be there next time.
Professor Howin mentioned the poachers as well. She seemed to imply that we couldn't rely on the ministry to help.
I don't often agree with Professor Howin, but on that, I fear she's right. The poachers' influence is growing. I see them every day in the village, lingering, talking to people. They're up to something. I'm just not sure what.
That does seem strange. Sounds as if they're planning something.
Exactly. I think I'm going to look into it. Find out what's going on, what they're doing.
I think that's a fine idea. Information is power.
And the more I know, the better I can keep Highwing safe.
You seem undeterred. Will you let me know what you find out?
Oh, very well. I will. I should be going, but we'll speak again soon, I hope.
bought an owl in Diagon Alley. Went with a cat instead.
Ах ты.
Odd-colored eye, and it quite appealed to me.
This is rather fun. Brilliant.
А! Сука.
Did it.
Походу метлу надо ускорять. Потому что там чувак какой-то, деревяшка какая-то впереди быстрее меня летит. Да, лучшее время мне пока не по зубам. Ну ладно. Потом, значит. Какое-то задание было, что-то доставить. Козявки тролля соберите. Чего, блядь? Погнали.
Hogsmeade, here I come.
Welcome back. I've arranged a special price on the broom upgrade for you. I truly appreciate all of your help. You'll be thrilled with that broom, I promise you. Thanks for stopping by. I must tell you, half of Hogsmeade's been by the shop asking about rumours of a broom upgrade. Without the information you provided, my work would have taken twice as long. Thank you again. It may sound ambitious, but I've already begun work on another upgrade, more difficult to perfect than the last. I wondered, would you be interested in joining forces again? There's another course near Irondale that Miss Reyes has mastered. If you attempt this first upgrade there, it may help me as I develop the next. Oh, you'll consider it, won't you?
What more can you tell me about the next course?
It's just a jaunt from here, south of Hogsmeade. Beautiful mountain views. The course was designed to test flyer stamina. Some of your classmates mentioned they were headed there, eager to see what Imelda has in store. A bit surprising, considering many of them expressed reticence at the idea of racing against us all. I hope that won't deter you, and you'll give the course a go. At least think on it.
Sounds as if you're really outdoing yourself. If I'm able to help, I will.
Thank you. I know this recent success was only the beginning of what I can do for Broomflight. Report back as soon as you can, and we'll be off to the races.
Хера себе.
I've always said that travel broadens the...
Так, я что-то не понял.
Is that you? I see you!
Ага. Ого. Прикольно разблокировал испытание. Ох ты, тварь.
You should never have come here.
Она не на горе. И как трудно крутится мельница. Сейчас ближе подлечу, она будет прям вращаться, наверное, да? Да.
Here we are. Mr. Weeks wasn't wrong about the mountain views.
Что это? А, я не туда метку поставил.
Revelio.
If it isn't the fastest Ravenclaw.
Hello, Imelda. So, another trial?
Of course it's another trial. And you'd better be taking part.
Does this mean you've changed your mind about me?
Well, you're a step up from the good-for-nothings who usually challenge me. While they sit around and hope to be the best, I put in hours of practice. No one sets records by wishing for them. And I need strong competition to stay on top of my game. Are you going to try to beat my flying record or not?
Strong competition? Could that have been a compliment, Imelda?
Go ahead, believe what you want. Makes no difference. Compliments make people soft. No one goes round telling me I did a fine job. Do I care? No. I say I'm the best and that's all I need. So please, try to beat my record, 5th year, and don't be disappointed when you lose.
I'm ready to fly.
Finally. a decent challenge.
Brilliant. Excellent.
А, бля. Уа.
I'd say that was acceptable.
А, общие кольца, блин, это оказывается типа этих основные. Ой, кольца это которые основные.
I'm getting the hang of this. Brilliant. Aha! Brilliant.
Хе-хе-хе. Профи, что скажешь?
You've improved, I must admit. That was a bloody good run. Be careful. Earn a reputation for talent around here, and some people get put out about it.
Sounds like you're speaking from experience.
Yes, well, I am. Anyway, you didn't do abysmally. I can't deny that. But you'll not have the same luck on the South Coast course.
You said your reputation for talent put some people out. Like whom?
If you must know, I've had to deal with jealousy from members of my own house. When we were first years, Nerida Roberts and I spent loads of time on our brooms, pledged to fly every day. As my skill on a broom grew, rapidly I might add, Nerida suddenly didn't have time for flying practice. I tried to give her pointers, but she didn't have the natural ability I did. Clearly, she was jealous. Poor thing spends all her time now dawdling by the lake, obsessed with merpeople. Won't even learn to swim. I refuse to downplay my talents to coddle someone else's fragile ego. Anyway, I need to ready the next course. Stop by when it's ready, if you can handle it.
We'll see, won't we? Till next time.
I half expected you to back down. Rest on your laurels. See you at the South Coast trial, if you don't lose your nerve. To race this course again, visit the podium with the leaderboard, where you can start the race and check your time.
Another successful flight. I should let Mr. Weeks know. This could prove dangerous if I'm not careful.
I wish I'd paid more attention when I was at home.
What are you up to now?
Excuse me, madam. I thought I heard you say something.
Yes, indeed. Talking to myself again. I find myself to be quite the engaging conversationalist since my husband passed. Madam Althea Twiddle, pleased to meet you.
Nice to meet you too, Madam Twiddle.
You know, you might be interested in this. You young people love this sort of thing. My husband often ruminated on the mysterious statue just outside our hamlet. Some sort of archaic puzzle involving vases, he would insist. I stumbled upon it today when I had a burst of energy and extended my morning constitutional a bit longer than usual.
Эмоцион сегодня второй раз уже слышу. Один раз в сериале.
An archaic
Сейчас
puzzle.
здесь.
Sounds fascinating.
You see, I suspected you'd be interested, and wait till I tell you about the rumours surrounding this particular puzzle. My husband Greville insisted that solving the puzzle would reveal a magical challenge of sorts. The man was intrigued by everything. He was about to try and solve it himself when... Perhaps you could take a look. I'd be rather interested to hear what, if anything, you find.
Where can I find this statue?
It's not far from Irondale. It's down by the shore, near those old ruins. You can't miss it.
If I happen to see it, I'll have a look.
Ah, the spirit of youth. I do hope you'll be able to solve the puzzle. If not for me, then in Greville's memory.
I should look into the statue Madam Twiddle mentioned.
Wow.
There's no telling what lies in wait for me in there. This looks like the statue Madam Twiddle mentioned. Why are there so many vases around here?
Reparo. Confringo. Expelliarmus. Levioso. Accio.
А как ее активировать?
I suppose I should try to find all the vases.
Expelliarmus. Revelio. Revelio.
I think there should only be a few more vases.
Revelio.
I'm nearly finished. One more vase.
Какие-то якутские мотивы.
That's it. I should tell Madam Twiddle about what happened. Mysterious and a bit unsettling. What to do? Mrs. Twiddle, your husband was right. The statue was part of a puzzle.
Oh, really? How exciting!
Yes, I had to destroy a number of large vases, and that seemed to activate some sort of charm on the statue.
Well done. Oh, I miss having someone like you around with a thirst for knowledge and a quick mind. Well, my curiosity has been satisfied. Thank you for that. Who knows what I'll encounter on my next constitutional? Oh, my husband would be so pleased to know he was right about that statue.
Эй. Так, надо к этому вернуться. В Хогсмите.
Does it get any more cozy than Hogsmeade?
Back from your latest flight? I want to hear all the particulars.
Good news, Mr. Weeks. With your upgrade, I was able to set a new record at the Irondale course.
Brilliant! I knew the upgrade had fantastic potential. How did your broom feel?
It rides well. Does get a tad shaky at top speed, and the handle wobbles a bit when I hit a strong gust of wind.
Ah, yes. I see. I think I know how to address that. Thank you. I owe you one.
If it means another upgrade, the pleasure's all mine.
You sound as determined as I am to improve broom flight. It's a joy to have a collaborator like yourself. If I'm right, and I do hope I am, you'll be hearing good news from me soon. Thank you again, truly. Thanks for stopping by. Hope to see you again.
Mr. Weeks and I do make a good team.
Ладно, спасибо всем за то, что смотрели. На сегодня, пожалуй, хватит. Было интересно. Да, и более-менее динамично, согласен. Все, пока.